So as I laid in a hospital bed, I was turned every 2 hours so I didn't get a pressure sore. So that's the biggest concern with paralysis and laying in a hospital bed, that you get a pressure sore, which leads to a lot more problems in the outcome. And for 2.5 years, I just yelled at myself internally to do something, do something, do something. I don't care what it is, do something. And about the 2.5 year mark, I lift my left hand up off the bed, about 1/4 of an inch. And I knew that if I was able to do that, I could do more. And I just started finding myself pushing myself harder and harder every day, trying to get that 1/4 inch to get more and more. And I started to show where my left hand would lift off the bed a little bit more, and they would do range of motion to get some of that muscle control. And at the same time, they also introduced electrotherapy, where they do a TENS unit, and they fire the muscles off with electrical charge. And not a charge, but electrical pulse, to be able to keep the muscle moving and to get it to grow. And from there, I started getting more and more ability in my left arm. And I started to understand that I could do more. And as I would feel the sensation of my arm getting back some of that feeling, and the biggest thing that got me moving even more was the Wii Fit video game system from that, and learning how to bowl. And eventually I started to be able to move my arm more and more as I would use the controller more and more. I was able to show I could use it more. Then my right side was not eager to join the race, is the best way of saying it. They introduced a device where they put your hand into a box, and they have you take off anything that deciphers if it's a right hand or a left hand, and you put one arm into the box, and then they drug my other arm into the other side of the box, and it's a reversed mirror image. And what they do is they have you move your left hand as you squeeze and twist and get all of that while looking into this box. And about 6 or 7 sessions into it, I pulled my right hand out and I started moving my right hand. And they had reconnected the connection between my left side of my brain and my right side of the brain to get my right side of my body to start functioning as well.
If that wouldn't lead someone to believe in miracles, and like, I don't know what would. I mean, that seems impossible. Yeah. But yet here you are.
It did. In my prognosis at that point, I was told, like I said, I'd never breathe, eat, walk, or do anything. And that was a hard pill to swallow. I was 25 years old. I thought at the time I was invincible. I thought, oh, I could do anything on my own. Nothing's going to stop me. And here I am laying in a hospital bed, and I'm being lifted to the bathroom. I'm being lifted to my chair. I'm being, everybody's having to do this work for me, where, the day before I became paralyzed, I ran 1.5 miles. And nothing was wrong with me. So it was just this whole go from a normal lifestyle of learning, okay, I'm doing things on my own, to now I'm having to rely on anything. To do anything, I have to have somebody else do it for me.